this way. Normally we do the show first and the vlogs come next, but I wanted this to go out before the vlog to kind of, you know, the explanation. I put out a bulletin to all the subscribers and friends of the other channel the other day about the future of the news show. On top of that, I only received one response from that, so I'm not sure if everybody's got it yet or what, or maybe YouTube was broken and nobody got it. Maybe only one person got it. I don't know. But anyway, I did a whole thing on the website that you can see maybe right there, explaining the situation in a hell of a lot more detail. And the situation is this, sort of. It's kind of a money thing. I mean, well, either way it is. It's I've greatly invested in the time and the equipment and the servers and everything to do the show, even though most of you that look at the website might already know that the servers are kind of crap. But anyway, they still cost money. So recently some things have come up in business. We're working on an expansion. Everybody knows that the economy is pretty much shit wherever you go, and you know, we've kind of felt that a little bit. But anyway, what it comes down to is it's a whole time and money thing. You know, I like money. I have the opportunity to get a lot of it. I'm sure a lot of people out there can relate. If you get the opportunity, you take the things that aren't really important, I guess I would say, hobbies, for example, and set them aside and focus on your business propositions, your employment outlook, whatever it may be, whatever is going on to bring you into that money or brighter future or whatever. You focus on that and kind of set your hobbies aside for a while. So that's one thing. Another thing is, like, well, I mean, I guess it's the same thing, but the whole time and money aspect of it. It takes, when I do the show, to do it properly, even though you may be watching a 2 or 3 minute segment those 3 days a week, a lot of people don't realize that 2 to 3 minute segment is 2 to 3 hours worth of recording, editing, uploading. A lot of times if it doesn't upload or whatever, the way YouTube works, the way you want it to, if you want to manipulate the video thumbnail, for example, you might have to upload it several times, and on a 300, 400, 500 megabyte video, even though we're on a fairly high-speed cable connection here, it's still, you know, it takes a while. It's time consuming. It really is. And my hope was, you know, the business, at least the one business that I'm in that's doing the best right now, is not the business that I want to be in, really, if that makes any sense. It's the business that way back when, I believe it was somewhere, well, we got our licensing and everything approved in June '09, but sometime before that we went into business. The decision was made that excuse me, we we came into some money and made the decision that we were going to use that money to make more money. And the money originally came in the way of some investments that paid off pretty good. So we decided we're going to take that money and we're going to use that money to start a business venture and use it as our funding for it, in hopes to make more money in the future. Now, admittedly and unfortunately, not too much thought went into this whole process, and the venture was started. It started growing, and it really wasn't something that I wanted to do, but it was simple to get started, simple to get the business in, and everything was just simple, and the payoff was a fairly decent one. However, it hasn't been much fun, but now I'm looking into a few other things. I started another business venture which has been so slow in doing anything. It's still to this day a money pit, but I think it's, soon things are starting to the playing field is starting to level out there, and soon the profit should be showing there. And of course, I've had a what's the word, an ambition, I guess, for many, many years to make my living in the world of reptiles. Now, I started in November 2006, I believe it was. I started a website, foothillreptiles.com, and that is now no longer around, which I'll get to in a minute. But it started out as a community-based website, paid for by advertising and stuff. That never really worked out. Shortly thereafter, in early 2007, I believe it was, I started a rattlesnake relocation business, or I guess like a spin-off of the other business. It went under the same name, Foothill Reptiles, and that did pretty good. And my whole business plan, if that's what you can call it, was to relocate rattlesnakes during the season. During the off season, I would breed my many exotic snakes that I kept as pets. Everything worked out fine, but after doing that for a while, I realized the business kind of destroyed the hobby aspects of it, if that makes any sense. Eventually I got fed up with it and I sold everything. I sold the business, which is why it's no longer around. The person that bought the business from me has pretty much done nothing with it, which is a great disappointment to me, but it's theirs now, I guess, so it's their problem. I went into a semi-retirement mode for a while, and then I kind of missed the rush. I missed everything about it, so I relaunched, not for a business, but the hobby portion of it with foothillherps.com. That would be probably late last year, and it was the same idea, just the whole community-based thing. I wasn't looking to make money off of it or anything, but things kind of started to evolve. I started looking into breeding again, which I haven't done yet, but I'm still looking into it. I provided the reptile news since November '06, since the very beginning, and that's when a light bulb went off, both from watching web shows on the internet as well as just the need for a one-stop shop, if you will, for all of your reptile news, so you don't have to travel throughout the internet to the hundreds of places that offer news and search for reptile news. I figured I can offer the show and the website, one place for you to go, all your reptile news, there you go, right on a plate. But it's time consuming, and it really doesn't pay for itself. I can't really give numbers. They don't really allow that, but through our advertising, we make like 50 cents a month, around there somewhere, and that's just, it's not enough. The reader base has grown exponentially. We average probably about 600 readers a day on the website. However, the news show, which is actually, to be honest, my favorite part of it, I love doing it, has just not grown that fast at all. And at this rate, I was hoping to be approved for the partner program through YouTube. However, my application's been in for like 3 or 4 months now, and I haven't heard a word about it.